Okay. Thank you for joining me today. I just want to take a quick look at the pet talents on my two pets that I'm working on. So for me, I'm working on Son of the Devil, which is an easier task to deal with because he only has just one. I want to say one awakening level here. He only had, like with the fairy dragon, quite a bit there. So with the Son of the Devil, pretty much just straightforward. Only one level here. That's it. Got okay, deals more damage in the AOE. Explode after a short period. Okay, we got that. Got the slow effect in there, slow him down, but that puts a little debuff on him. You do a little more damage. If you got that debuff damage up, that gives him more time to attack in that little invincible state. And increases the size, increases the area of the attack. Okay. So yeah, these little defense perks, man, they help out because at this point in the game, pets are getting just one shot left and right. Okay, that's just pretty much all to it. It definitely helps having those defense stats, having the extra health, because more likely pets are getting one shot anyway. But with a little more defense, a little more health, at least got a chance of the pet trying to take a hit. Of course, more attack is always good. So that Son of the Devil, pretty straightforward, not much going on here. Now the one that is a bear is the Fairy Dragon. So the thing with the Fairy Dragon is you have three different levels. Three different levels of skills here that you can work on. The thing about the Fairy Dragon that is I want to say a little difficult, because early on you kind of putting points into things and not really understanding how it's gonna work when you go down to the next awakening. You awaken it and you go to the next perk here. You only can use one. Okay, you got three different skills and you only can use one skill. Okay, so the decision that you have to make when you're dealing with the Fairy Dragon is to determine which skill are you going to go with. Because the good thing is the health and attack and all these little perks here, they apply to just the Fairy Dragon, period, no matter which one you use. But when it comes down to these skill effects, these are only going to apply to which skill you use. So when you're dealing with the Fairy Dragon, you first want to determine which skill are you going to go with, because that is the skill effects that you want to activate. You don't want to be wasting materials on this skill effect here if you're not going to be using that skill. So that is the first thing you want to determine, is which skill do you want to use. I'm going with the Genki Bomb because the Dragon God Impact Wave is a big AoE and people just run right out of it. It looks flashy, looks nice, but people just run right out of it. So you're not really getting the full, the full potential of damage out of it, because most times, as soon as you cast it, if they're not, the person you're fighting, if they're not stunned or if they're not slowed or anything like that, they're just gonna run right out of it. They're just gonna run away from it. So yeah, it looks nice. It has a high damage potential. You got some skills in here. Increase the damage, reduce the duration of your Fairy Dragon after you use it. It should reduce the cooldown by a maximum of 20 seconds if you go with this one. Increase crit rate. But the problem with this skill is that when you cast it, you're fighting someone in PvP, they just run right out of it. You know, that's it. The Genki Bomb is really the most effective one because one, it changes your range, your melee attacks to range attacks. That's one, and two, it has this skill here that increases the health of the pet. So while you're in your fairy dragon, now you have more health. You can take more damage. You can stay in your fairy dragon longer and deal more damage. So this perk right here is really good if you can, when you get down to this one, because you know, you get more health to stay in your fairy dragon longer. This one slows them down. This one, okay, increase the damage increase. I mean, so this, I think this one right here, the Genki Bomb, you know, this skill tree here for the fairy dragon is the one I like the most. This is the one I'm really going to, you know, I really invested all of my points into here. But the Dragon Might is good. Is a good one to start with, you know. But when you're selecting which one you want, like I said, if you want the Genki Bomb, then you just want to have a straight line. Just go straight through, all the way to the awakening. Like, I mean, of course you could do the shield, or you know, the attack, or you know, health if you want to do that. But don't waste any points on skill effects for the Dragon's Might if you're not going to be using that one. If you're not going to be using that skill. You know, you just want to go straight down the middle to get to the skill you're going to use, whether it be the Genki Bomb, or even if you want to go with the wave here, you want to go with that. So what I'll do here, I'm just going to show you really quick what they look like, because yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people, you know, of course we got a lot of people in the game who already had a fairy dragon, but I'm just going to show you really quick what each one looks like. We'll just do that real quick. So this one, as you move up close to the enemy, boom, blow up on them, do big damage. So that's that one. To my favorite, and then also something else to remember. So with each one, your BR will change depending on how many points you have in that section as well for the skills. So of course I have the most in this one, so I get more BR with this selected skill because I have the most on this row here. All right, so we'll go with that. Go back in here. Yeah, I'm fighting some. Alright, that was a little bit too quick. Wrong skill. Alright, let's try this one more time. So you kind of see how that one, that was my favorite there. I like that one. So, all right, let me go. So that one, it does good damage. But if you're fighting an actual enemy, yeah, they're not gonna sit there and let you go. They're gonna get out of there. Okay, so I mean, I just wanted to kind of just talk about that real quick. But that's the thing. I just want to recap here. So when it comes to Fairy Dragon, because that is the only one right now that has the three skills. Like I said, just determine which skill you're going to go with. If you're, like going with Genki Bomb, just go straight down the middle. Just don't waste anything on the skill effects for this, and just go straight to it. Get to what you want, and then work on the the tree for that skill. Work on the skill effects for that skill. It is good to upgrade all of the attack and health you can, because all that's going to benefit your Fairy Dragon. But that's pretty much it. Just wanted to talk about that really quick.